Right, good afternoon, YouTube. We're on Dartmoor, and today I'm with Karl with a K, otherwise known as Devfall Bushcraft. We're just outside of Lidford. Turn you around. Sorry about the wind noise. See where we are. Apparently, that there was, what'd you say, called Widgery Cross?
Widgery Cross
Brat's Tour.
Arms Tours over there.
We got Arms Tour this side. And what was the other one, Karl?
Well, we're heading towards Doe Tour, which is
We're heading this way to Doe's Tour. We're doing an overnighter, hence the bag with the kitchen sink in it, as per usual. I have tried to lighten the load, but to no avail, it would seem. And I've only brought 2 cans of beer this time, so I did make an effort of lightening the load, but there you go. I've got a new cook system to try out, and I'm recording today on the new GoPro setup. I'll put a quick picture in the video so you can see that setup and the stove setup, and you'll see me using it throughout today and tomorrow. So we're at some stepping stones now, just about to cross over.
We'd rather go for the bridge.
Ah, right, there's a bridge and some stones. I think we'll pick the bridge. Beautiful place. And very surprisingly, well, it was a surprise to me, this is like 4 or 5 minute walk from the car park, which is ideal. So if you want to come out for a quick overnighter, you don't want to go far. Let's get over the bridge. You don't want to go far. There's some lovely spots here for your picture tent. Right along the river. Look at that. There's some flat spots over there. Further down the valley, there's lots of flat spots. Just a really nice place, and the weather today is forecast to be good. Bit of a breeze. It's going to be really quite breezy at the top. 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts, apparently, according to the weatherman. But we'll see how we go. Tomorrow morning is forecast some rain about 9 o'clock, so that's going to be easing off about midday. So if we pack everything up, have breakfast, pack everything up, bar the tent, might have a lie-in till 12 o'clock and then start back. Place we're planning to camp is about halfway, apparently, according to Karl. He's doing the map reading today. We got paper maps and online maps and View Ranger going, so I don't think we're going to get lost. But anything's possible on Dartmoor, so be prepared for every eventuality, as they say. Right, let's crack on. Bit further along now. I ain't going very far, but just come across this little spot. Concrete bridge. Yeah, it's lovely. I just sent Karl over to open the gate because
Yeah, I'm going to have to go through it. I thought maybe I'd wait for
we've got a bit of foot of water here. So we've only been walking about half an hour and already it's warming up. It's about midday now. Karl's had to derobe, let a bit of steam off, quite literally. I think he had a couple of beers last night. But, yeah, it's lovely. Really nice day. Whew. We're on our way up to Dartmoor. Beautiful place. Lovely. That's that little place over there where Karl took me to, where he camps sometimes. What the waterfall and that, what a spot that is. I think I'm going to be visiting that little spot at some point. But it's still warm, it's still windy, and the weather's holding up, so we're all good at the minute. And that's where we're heading to. Dartmoor. Stop up there and have a drink of water, I think. There's Arms Tour at the top. We're on the other side of it now. What a lovely place. Right, here's the marker. It's a bit windy up here, so you might not be hearing me very well. Although I got the dead cat on, the new mic. But, that's what you greeted with. Obviously, just warning you, we might find some bits and pieces up here. You never know. Right, onwards to Hare Tor, which is just up there. On we go. Bit of an update. Just walked from Dartmoor. A few walkers out and about. Bit boggy down that way. We got through it alright, wasn't too bad. So, there's Hare Tor. That's where we're going. Gonna stop and have some lunch. We're both hungry. I'm thirsty. Get the new cook set out. Lovely. Right, here we are, top of Hare Tor. We just bumped into some people down there. And they thought they were on a different tour, but the adventurers we are, we put them right. Well, it's the first time I've been to this part, and here we go, there's Karl. It's on the top of the tour, and that's where we're going now. Try not to break my neck, it's a bit wet, top of this one. But, we've had a lot of rain in the last couple of days. Ooh. It is a bit breezy up here, so you might not get any of this, but what a view. I'll spin you around, look at this. What a place. And where's our next stop? Chat's Tor.
Yeah.
Chat's Tor, which we think is that one there. But we're going to stop for some lunch first because we're pretty hungry. Right, lunchtime. We just set up the camp kitchen. Karl's got a jet boil, keeps going out. And I've got the cone going, and he's nice and hot. Water's coming up to the boil, won't be long now. I've got one of those cup of soup things. Cup of coffee. There's my new brew kit, that tiny, isn't it? That's about a third the size of what I used to cart around. You go to like Kentucky or Burger King or somewhere and you pick up an handful of sugars and coffees or whatever and you chuck them in your bag, don't you? And you end up carting it all around the moor and you only use a portion of it, so I decided to thin it out a bit. But so far so good. Got it going, boy?
Yeah, he's going now.
Going now.
And you're always ready for it.
Yeah, they don't take long. I should have brought the jet bore with me really, but I was really wanting to try this new cone system. I've only had it a couple of days, so I thought, well, I'll give it a bash, and if I don't get on with it, I'll just pinch his jet boil. A lovely place to stop for lunch. After lunch, we're heading over that way. You can probably just see somebody in the distance on that path, and that's where we're going to be heading. Get some grub down our necks first though. Well, it took a bit more mess than I thought it would. Mind you, it is a bit exposed, but we've now got a rolling boil, which is good. Quite happy with that. It worked out quite well really. Right, that's lunch all done with. As you can see, everything's tidied up. Nothing left behind. And all the rubbish is in our bags. Got a Chats tour next, which is right in front of me. Going looks good now. I think we've done the worst uphill bit, which was down across through there. Steep in parts. It wasn't too bad, but I don't think the next bits are going to be anything like what they were. Right, so fed and watered, let's keep going. Stunning views. Absolutely beautiful. So we just walked across there. Whew. That was our going. It's sopping wet, the whole bloody place. We had a lot of rain yesterday, and well, I don't know if you can see it, but that's just about there somewhere. It's Chats tour. But the ground here is just sopping wet. Found a dry bit now, so we're going to keep going on up. Lovely breeze, just keeps you nice and cool. Just got a thin North Face fleece on and my One Tigress tactical t-shirt from the last video, and yeah, it's keeping me nice and cool. And the new boots, I've got new boots on as well, off the trade post, a really good deal, and I've coated them in knit wax. I was as recommended by Steve, Dartmoor Wanderer. Thank you, Steve. Works a treat. I got my feet are bone dry. Right, keep going. Don't stop. Whew. And the knee's holding up. I've got a brace on it, but so far so good. Yes. Oh, there we go. It's gone all wet and boggy again. Wonderful. Right, I need to answer this. Catch you in a minute. Right, we've arrived at Chats tour. And there she is. all 15 feet of it. We've had a climb up and a look around. It's not that big, not that exciting, but we've done it. Our next objective is to keep going on the route, and we're going to be going up there. Higher and lower. Is it Donnygoats? Donnygoats. Something like that. That's what we're going up to those two. And then just over about there, we think is Bleak House Ruin. So we're going to take that in as well. See if we can go to Bleak House. I've not been up this part of the world before, and I've seen lots of videos with Bleak House Ruin in it, and it'd be nice to go there. So yeah, onwards again. Loving it. Right, we just got a higher Donnygoat. There's the lower one there. So what we thought was going to be a good walk in was bloody awful. Up to our shins in water most of the way. But we've come from over there, across through there, across this here. That was wet. That's the lower Donnygoats, and we're on the higher one now. The wind's picked up a bit. I don't know if you can see it, just down there is Bleak House Ruins. We're going to go down there and replenish the water supplies and see if we can camp, because the time is 4:45 in the evening. So we've got about another hour or so of light, I think. So hopefully we can camp down there, so we'll bring you back when we're down there. Not what I would call the cleanest water in town, but it's better than nothing. Right, we just come back up from Bleak House again, and we're back to higher goats. Is that right? Higher goats?
Higher Donnygoats.
Higher Donnygoats. In front of us, we're thinking about going to Great Links Tour, because there was nowhere to camp down by Bleak House, so we've come back up to here, to this marker. We're going to follow this path and try and find a flat spot. The sun's starting to go down and it's getting a bit windy and a bit cold, so we should be there in about 10 minutes. So let's crack on. Right, we've arrived at Great Links Tour, you can see it, but there's the trig point just up there, and just down from it is where we've decided to camp. The wind's picked up, obviously we're quite high up here, so it is going to be windy. And this is the little spot we found. Karl thinks he's either going to set his bivvy bag up there, or maybe on this piece here, and just there is just going to be big enough for my hex peak, I think. We're in behind this wall, the wind's going to be this way most of the night, and in the morning the wind's going to be from this direction, so, and we got a bit of a windbreak over there as well. But the view is pretty spectacular, as you can see. Or if you can't see, I know it's getting a bit dark now. But, just thought I'd let you have a look at this before we start setting up, because it's going to get dark in about the next half an hour or so. But that is our view for tonight. And it doesn't matter where you go really on Dartmoor, if you're on a tour you've got a good view. You know, it's just a completely fantastic place to come. There's animals and there's wildlife, and we've seen woodcock and snipe this morning. We've seen plenty of mud, and so you can see, I just walked around that corner just there and stood in what I thought was a puddle, and nigh on went up to my knee. So, but I got gaiters on, so everything's good. Right, we're going to set up camp now before the light goes. So when everything's set up, I'll bring you back again. Tents are up. Don't know much of this you can see because it's quite dark, as you can see. But, there's the setup. Hex Peak. And tonight we got a bit of a ground sheet because it's a bit wet, but we got a silver windshield reflector on the bottom. Got the snug pack, the Vango, sleeping mat, and the softies, and the self-inflating pillow for tonight. Karl's trying to light his new jack boil. He's having a few problems, so keeps going out. But we'll get there in the end.
Yeah.
Yes, mate.
Oh yes.
So it's Father Christmas in his grotto. It's the only way he can get his jack boil to stay lit.
That's right.
Is it light nice?
Yeah. Very nice.
I've got the Cordera cone back up and running. I don't know if you can see that, but there she is. Got a look what we found meal and a little bag of rice.
Snap.
Same as Karl. Starting to fog over a little bit now. We did think we may have had a bit of a sunset, but it come to nothing really. I'll turn you around. So we're going to tuck into our tea and then retire for the evening. I've got 3G up here, which is good, so I'll be watching a bit of YouTube, I expect. So just going to crack on and have some tea. I'll catch you all probably later on. Well, good evening. We're in the tents now. Karl was in his bivvy bag thing. We've had our tea, and at the moment I've got the old softy suit on, nice and warm. But as you can probably hear outside, it's blowing early. So we've hunkered down for the night, as they say. We're got a bag of M&Ms on the go, so we're all good. So catch you all in the morning.